The person doesn't just sit down and says, I merely believe and I'm going to paradise. No, no, no. You have to work for it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, ألا إن سلعة الله غالية ألا إن سلعة الله هي الجنة. Behold, Allah's merchandise is very dear. It's very expensive. Behold, Allah's merchandise is paradise. It's not cheap. It doesn't come in a cheap way. Only cheap things don't need work for them. You can just pick up pebbles off the floor, but try and get a diamond. You can pick up a rock from anywhere on the road. Why don't you go and get pure gold? Allah says, my merchandise, the Prophet ﷺ said, Allah's merchandise is paradise. Not everyone can get it. And in the Sahih Hadith, which is in Bukhari, that Jibreel alayhi salam, the angel Gabriel, when Allah created Jannah, Jibreel went and looked at it. And he said, oh my Lord, I don't think anyone who hears about this place would not want to come here. They're all going to race to it. They're all going to fight for it. They're all going to compete for it. Allah says, go and have a look again. He went and had a look and found that Jannah had a fortress, a metaphoric fortress. The fortress was called the things the human hates to do. Rasul said, حُفَّتِ الْجَنَّةُ بِالْمَكَارِهِ. Paradise has been covered and surrounded with the things that the natural human hates to do. He hates to wake up for Fajr every morning because the sleep keeps you on your bed. He hates to stay away from food in Ramadan because fasting gives you a little bit of pain and annoyance. He hates to advise his family or his friends and remind them of good because he doesn't want to be told off or look like he's weird. He doesn't want to do the things that require the effort, doesn't want to donate and give in charity because the money is too valuable. He doesn't want to restrain his own character and his anger and his evilness because it's easier to let it out. And he says, I'm just getting it off my chest, otherwise I can't survive, even if it means harming other people. He doesn't want to do all that. He doesn't want to do all that. Doesn't want to strive. That's the human nature. Guess what? Jannah has been covered with that. What does it mean? It means if you want to get in, you have to get through the fortress. What is the fortress? The things you hate to do, which Allah commanded you to do. The things you want to do now is hellfire. Then Jibreel went and looked at hellfire and he said, oh my Lord, nobody who hears about Jahannam, hellfire, and would ever want to go there. Allah says, go and have a look. He went and looked and it was covered with what? This time the opposite. It was covered with the fortress of the things that the human tempts, wants to do, temptations. He said, oh my Lord, I don't think anyone is going to be saved from it, when he looked at the temptations that were there. So brothers and sisters, you want to cross the fortress, choose which one. For a temporary time in this life, we are breaking through the fortress of paradise and we're trying to stay away from the terrible, dangerous fortress that is surrounding hellfire. So brothers and sisters, it's a struggle, but it is easy on those who really want it. When you want something, you'll get it. I can see some of our brothers here, mashallah, they're weightlifters. Some of them have big muscles. I see some of you, mashallah, about 2 years ago, you're a little bit overweight. Now you've worked on yourself. How did you get there? What's the secret? What's the secret? Anyone will tell you, it was discipline and determination. I had to fight. I had to go through pain. You know those motivational talks? He listened to a lot of them in the morning. That's how we got there. You can't reach something without pain. But unfortunately, people are affected by what they see only in front of them. And we forget what is in store for us. Our life is running out. But they'll work for it. Think about that. Read the Quran more and love the Jannah and what is in store for you, inshallah.